Leave that one, right? Afegbua now responded, right? I'm coming back to Amaechi. So Afegbua said, these guys should stop chasing shadow. I can't quote him. Let's hear it.
It will be suicidal for you to make such a generous conclusion on the points you raise. You see, I am not going to be surprised if Ahmed didn't speak in this manner, because typical of Nigerian opposition, they know how to grandstand, but address the critical issues based on alternative viewpoints, it becomes a problem for them. And I'm still searching for their alternative policy formation in terms of even suggestions or ideas that can help deepen conversation around governance in this country.
Yeah, but they're not the ones in power.
No,
You're the ones in power. It's you whose 2 years are being examined.
Charles, they are part and parcel of the Nigerian system, and if they have the interest of the people at heart, they should be telling government or other institutions of government that this policy would have been better and all of that, because government naturally...
Well, they have, in fairness to them, and I don't mean to interrupt you, they've made the point consistently that the issue is not the removal of subsidy. The issue is the way that you removed it.
Please.
You could have staggered it. You could have made it less problematic for people, whilst
Charles,
you found ways to cushion it.
Charles, that's a matter...
They have made that suggestion.
You see, that is a matter of opinion from those who do not understand the workings of government. Let me tell you, we must commend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for taking that bold decision from the first day of being sworn into this office, into the office. Don't forget that Peter Obi, the candidate of his party, talked about immediate removal of subsidy when he was campaigning, except he never meant it. Atiku Abubakar, PDP, talked about immediate removal of subsidy, except they didn't mean it. Now, if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taken the bull by the horn by dropping subsidy and ensuring that we confront the problems thereafter, it means that he wants to put the hardest of decisions in the front burner, so that one way or the other he could prefer solutions to it. Now, if he has waited for 2 months, 3 months, all the economic predators and buccaneers who were feasting on subsidy will have derailed the entire process, and perhaps you'll still be genuflecting in terms of taking the right decision on the issue of subsidy. Now, more money. I want opposition, politicians and those who are preparing to think that they want to come and preside over the country, to be interrogating the resources that are accruing to the states, because we now have more allocation being given to the state.
In fairness to you,
yes,
that's a good point.
Yes, and in that way, we want to see what these monies are translating to, because it's a tripartite arrangement: the federal government, the state, and the local government.
Yeah.
And so that way, we will be able to do some level of collaboration and cooperative system that will encourage and ensure that life becomes better for the
But the fact
person.
remains that you're the people in power. It is also, you have the power of the government, you have the power to regulate things, you have the executive power with the police and everything to be a check and balance on any excesses in the country. So it actually falls on you to do those
Charles,
primarily.
let me tell you something. You know the problem that somebody was discussing with me today and said, Nigeria has failed. I said, no, it is not the country that has failed. It is Nigerians who are in the country, because we need serious attitudinal reorientation of minds amongst us. And people
but
like
why aren't you doing that? You're the one in power.
No, wait. And people like him, they should do things that will add value to what government is doing, not necessarily just criticizing for the sake of criticism.
Right. Okay.
If you carry out constructive criticism, constructive engagement, collective bargaining, yes, I will see meaning in that. But when you blanket, give a blanket condemnation, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
And this same subsidy issue has given rise to CNG vehicles. There are electric vehicles now as we speak, and so infrastructure in terms of road construction has deepened. Train transportation and all of that. So if all of this come to materialize at the end of the day, given their timeline, then life will become better for the ordinary. It will be suicidal for you to make such a generous conclusion.
Nuisance Lele.
Like I said, APC, Ebekebe, they have mastered the art of gaslighting, lying, blackmailing, in such a legendary way. Look at that. Listen, you heard that Afegbua. He said Peter Obi said he was going to remove subsidy. Outright removal. No, he didn't say that. He has repeatedly explained himself to say he will remove subsidy, but it's going to be in phases. First, he will remove the underlying corruption behind it. We'll never know if he was probably able to do that anyway. Atiku didn't say he's going to remove the subsidy. Atiku said he's going to privatize the oil sector. He will sell off your refineries and make them profitable. Again, he didn't say he's going to remove subsidy. Tinubu said he will remove subsidy. No, sorry. No, he didn't say that too. It was like, I will, no, hang on. I think he said it here. I'll remove subsidy. You protest. You want to protest. I will remove subsidy. I'll look for that video and I'll share with you, right? So he said it. So in fairness. But the difference in all of this is that Tinubu didn't plan anything. There was no plan or nothing. So the idea of giving people palliatives, right, in which Tinubu and his gang, they continue to give themselves applause. They said that, okay, people are complaining. Tinubu has shared rice. What else do you want? He has given food. He has shared rice. He has shared money. So if people are complaining because subsidy is gone, this and that. You get what I mean? So this guy, their talking point, they've mastered it. Like, go hard you. Go hard you to want to, like, if you are not somebody who is smart enough, age is not even the issue here. You can be an older person and still be very dumb when APC propaganda grips you. All right? So Afegbua said Tinubu took hard decisions. And he also said they have more money. They said states and local governments have more money now because Tinubu removed subsidy. All right? Which means they don't pay much out anymore. They also said that a subsidy stopped Nigeria from taking loans. So subsidy will stop Nigeria from taking loans. All right? Because there's more money now. Only for Tinubu to turn around to ask for nearly $25 billion loan request. They now designed it and said the loan request is not like they want to take it at once. It's just between 2025 and 2026. Kiniyato, what's the difference? It's still going to be a debt on you, won't it? So what exactly is now the benefit of the subsidy removal? But their own is that go and ask your governor now. Go and ask as if to say you can actually ask the governor and you can do anything. Not even now that at the governor, at the lawmaker, so everybody is now joining Tinubu wherever he is. So who are you going to ask? But they've mastered it. They know you have nowhere to go to. Then he also repeated CNG. Baba Ajaka just said it there that Tinubu has also brought CNG because of subsidy removal. So they are very good at that, okay? He said their train transportation has also improved and all of that. So then he went on to kind of push the blame a little bit because they all sort of like do that anyway. Push the blame to you, the people. You must have attitudinal change. Attitudinal change means you must try to love Nigeria. So what kind of attitudinal change would the criminals who are looting you, mortgaging your future and the future of your own children and your children's children, what should we say to them? Because they have to change. If they change, there is a chance, right, that the followers will also change. But to Amaechi, when he met Tinubu, this is what he told him.
Let me make that to all of you today here. I met President Tinubu in Yola, and I told him I will not work for you. And I will not vote for you. I cannot vote for Tinubu. I will not have to vote. That is, I told him in advance. Why I'm saying this is because people in Rivers have been writing, he didn't work for PDP, he didn't work for APC, he didn't support Tinubu. I told him in advance before the election, so it wasn't a matter of whether I did or not. I made him know that because I was convinced that there was an issue of capacity. You have raised issues here. Most of those who raise the issues of capacity, some of us who are here raising issues of capacity, are also those who vote on ethnic and religious basis, or who spoil innocent, uneducated people who are poor to voting for people for the reasons of religion and ethnicity. That's why we are here. And let me tell you, it's a conspiracy of the elites. Forget, when we sit here, we look at what is the best way to go to grab power. We don't care for you. No Nigerian leader cares for you. And the reason why no Nigerian leader cares for you is because you will do nothing. You protested. At the end of the protest, the president announced increase in price of fuel because he will do nothing. It's an absolutely do-nothing society. You may not know. One of the reasons I commented was your level of knowledge. I respect people who are more brilliant than me. You, him, Professor Wole Soyinka, that's how the friendship started. The reason, I don't know figures, so you know figures. And I respect you for the level of knowledge of economics. In fact, if you are not here and I was a president, you would have played a prominent role in the government I will serve. I don't care where you come from, for Christ's sake. It's about moving the country forward. We don't want to move the country forward. If you're not ashamed, I'm ashamed. My passport was seized in Germany. I did nothing. My offense is that I'm carrying a green passport. They kept me for nearly 30 minutes, and I was going for a medical checkup in Vienna. Show us your hotel. Listen, I should. Show us a return ticket. I should. Wait. Just because I'm carrying a green passport. So if you're not ashamed, I am. I am. That's why I picked up this topic. And let me tell you why I picked up this topic. Nigerian leaders and elites are not the problems of Nigeria. The problems of Nigeria are the followership. The leaders, look, when people say Nigeria is a capital, there are no capitalists in Nigeria. Capitalists are those with capital to invest for production. Do we produce here? Everybody relies on oil. Everybody wants to, that's why once you become president, you will see what will happen. As soon as you become president, you will not know Christians from Muslims. You will not. They are all coming towards you to just have a hand in the stealing. That's what happens. So I look at Nigeria and I ask myself, what are we actually doing here? Do we really want to be a country? If we want to be a country, I'll give you an example of my stay in government. I was shocked at a lady that I gave an appointment. And I thought the lady was a destabilized Nigeria. Her only call to power was going to see the president and speaking Hausa Fulani language. And I was ashamed. Very ashamed. Because I was looking for those who can change the country. And I told her, I am putting you in this place because I want you to change that place. Let me make it clear.
And when that one met Bokwari, he started speaking Fufu Day. Anyway, see, Amaechi writes is that's what director's court. What do you call him? Honest criminal. I think that's what you are calling him in the comments, right? Honest criminal. Amaechi is the same guy that took over 3.5 billion euros from the European Bank. Have you forgotten? To construct rail line to Maradi in Niger Republic. You know that project is almost completed now because they've paid. As much as many people were like, yeah, you need to stop it. What kind of nonsense is this? You are from Niger Delta. You couldn't do a direct train from Niger Delta to other, Sure. It is part of the debt that Nigeria is known for today. 3.8 billion euros. That's how much that guy took as the Minister of Transportation under Bokwari so that they can construct a train from Kano to Maradi. Right now, they care so much, right? I mean, imagine that, right? They said the entire business transaction between Niger Republic and Nigeria annually was put at 200 was put at, it was put at 200 and something million dollars because Niger Republic doesn't have their own seaports. So they had to take whatever they are importing through the sea via Nigeria. You know what I mean? or they could just use Ghana. I think they can also use Benin Republic as well. So their trade with Nigeria, everything they say, I'm not even sure say I'm pronouncing the right one. Is it 200 million, be $400,000? The way it is kind of like said, right? It's not even up to $1 million. No, 200 million. Wow. It's not up to $1 million. That's the place because Bokwari's father, Baba Onipepeye, is a dog seller. He was a dog seller. You know, those people where they carry dog inside baskets. Usually you see them, you probably have seen them in the south. Those ones they carry dog. That you feel like they are always like following all those Aganambo, Aganambo kind of like trucks down south like that, yeah. So that's how Bokwari's father entered Nigeria from Niger Republic. And Bokwari is still kind of like, feels like it belongs to Niger Republic. And some people believe that his loyalty is to that place before everything changed in 2023 to what it is right now. But Amaechi, then he also added, if you want us to remove Tinubu, we can. Right.
Yes, there are also capitalist ideas. In Nigeria, there are no capitalist ideas, there are no socialist ideas among the politicians. It's about sharing. The quarrel among the elites is about sharing. So, sir, we want to submit to the opposition if the opposition can lead us out of this problem. And for the opposition to lead us out of this problem, we must all agree to submit ourselves to the interest of the nation first, before the interest of ourselves. That's why I choose this topic. And I like the amendment you made. It's actually state weaponization, because it's not you, it's the state. Even though they are not deliberately weaponizing, like he said, they don't have the idea. They don't know how to weaponize you. They don't know. But where the state comes in is, yes, they don't know how to weaponize you. They are weaponizing you inadvertently by stealing the money they should have given you. If I were president, yes, some of the policies they are pursuing, I will pursue them. But ask, what's the failure? The failure is the gains of those policies are in their private. If they bring those gains, okay, we are paying, at the time we are paying close to 4 to 5 trillion naira for oil subsidy. So they've stopped. Why is the 4 to 5 trillion naira? If they dump it on the economy, you will not be crying. We are hedging dollar, right? Between naira and dollar. Now you've stopped. Where is the savings? President Tinubu said it has, what's it called? Our suffering has come to an end yesterday or yesterday. Has anybody diet changed?
Anyway, he said a lot though, right? But we will leave it like that. Nigeria is a place, is a drama. Nigeria is a series. That's how some people describe it as. Because yesterday, right, Asari Dokudom announced that a Nigerian soldier who got kidnapped by kidnappers had been rescued by his own boys. And then I think before last night, some of the soldiers, a colleague went on to go and say thank you to Asari. And they said Nigerian army says thank you to Asari for helping them to rescue a soldier. All right. Nigeria sometimes can be an unreal place, and I'll keep reminding you so that when you hear things like this, you may be like, how is that possible? Vigilante don't rescue police officer from kidnappers before. I have seen that. It happened in Edo State. You know, Fulani terrorists, they kidnap police officers. They were now calling the DPO that they have to pay ransom. I think it was for 5 million or something. 2 police officers who were also kind of like they mounted a fake roadblocks. They were collecting, I think they were collecting a bribe on the road. As the Fulani terrorists were passing, not on the road, but in the bush, they just saw them. They're like, they just took them. So the police said that they won't pay any ransom because they were doing illegal work. I will go and look for that picture. Type it on your phone right now. Policeman rescued by vigilante in those states. You will see the picture there is there. Go and check it. So it was the vigilantes in Edo State that now said, these people call, there be some people's, fathers or the husband or sons. And immediately they rescued them. That picture went viral. You could tell the police officer was like, thank you so much. He was hanging on that hunter, Nigerian, The other time, I think it was last week, it was reported that Tony Kabaka, another MC Olueran of Edo, so he was arrested, maybe questioned, I don't know, like he was at the EFCC, got detained for the night. And it was simply because a video of his where he was like spraying the Naira. And since what is raining now is that if you step on Naira or if you spray Naira, it's called Naira abuse. So Kabaka and others, right, or some of those who heard the story felt like it will be out in no time. And indeed, it's out. So I decided to match these two videos together. Asari that rescued soldiers kidnapped by kidnappers, and the guy who was with the EFCC because of Naira mutilation. All right? Please don't laugh. At least, if you can.
Calling it kidnapping. Ipembe tumbo. Okay, Mubanga Koma is still a fellow woman. I'm going to keep him somewhere, starve him, ask for money. Our brother, one of our brothers was among the kidnapped people, and he paid 10 million. He was the one who assisted us to the camp. Our men left yesterday night. We arrived at the place. It is reported, where is the military uniform? Bring it out. It is reported that the military man who was kidnapped along with them has not been accounted for. These are his uniforms. I think the uniforms are more than one. Huh?
One singlet.
No name on it. It's prayer mat. So this is the uniform of the military man. His name is not there. He's not accounted for. Maybe they have killed him. So Yes, this is our brother. This is his ID card. His name is Saliu Ibrahim. Anybody who know anything about a military man, Saliu is a lance corporal. Saliu Ibrahim. He was supposed to be among the people kidnapped. He was supposed to be the 20th person. 19 a year, he cannot be found. His uniform is here. 29 battalion. 29 battalion. He was going to Billy when they kidnapped him. He has not been accounted for. Please, anybody who has useful information about him, whether he has been released or they've killed him. We are still hunting. Where is the man that we caught? Where is the one that we caught?
I want to be donating some nature for you. Yes. You know, you people don't know Kabaka is a born musician. But I want to give you some good freestyle highlight. Return of the mic. Yes, I do. Return of the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Return of the mic. You know another music that My own can't go like this. As I want to jump the fence, chuku chuku chuk banyan. When I run go tell mama, mama give me slap for face. She say you lie to me. What do you do when you want jump that fence? You lie to me. What do you do? What do you do? You lie to me. As you want to smoke, policeman come arrest you. As you try to jump the fence, chuku chuku chuk yonya. You want to go tell mama, mama give you.